Okay, here we go. I'm finally getting there. This is a much better Iron Man pose than my last video, but
Sean Solo Geek.
hey, what's going on? It's Sean Solo 8, and today I'll be going over another Marvel Legends action figure review. Today from the Marvel Studios Infinity Saga wave, we have Iron Man Mark III. And this one here was an insta-buy for me, as well as the 2-pack Iron Man that just came out. If you want to see that review, that is up on the channel. Go ahead and check it out after this one. I'd greatly appreciate it. In package, you can see Tony does come with 2 heads, a couple hands, and a few accessories. The packaging looks absolutely epic. On the side, it does have an amazing holographic image of the Avengers. The other side is the same. On the back of the package, you do see a cool poster for Iron Man and also a short little bio. Feel free to pause and read that. But without further ado, thanks for checking out today's video. Let's open up this Iron Man Mark III and let's take a closer look. Boom! Iron Man Mark III is out of the package and he looks epic, man. I have him just in a kneeling pose, shooting his arms out. Super, super cool. Really stoked. This is just the first pose I got him in, taking him out of the package. You can see he does have all his accessories laid out here on the bottom. You can see the 2 hands. I can tell there isn't any blast effects on this one, which is kind of odd. There is a little bit of marbling on the stomach part here, but I'll show you that in the close-up. But let's go ahead and throw Tony in a few poses and see what this guy can do. Okay, here we go. I'm finally getting there. This is a much better Iron Man pose than my last video, but slowly I'm getting there. Let me know in the comments below if you guys can throw any tips, like, you know, where I have the knees bent, things like that. But I think this looks great. You can see Tony's face clearly. Absolutely epic. Let's go ahead and put the other helmet on and see how he looks that way. And here comes Iron Man with his fully masked face, or helmet if you want to call it, but I think this looks great. I am super stoked to add this to my collection. Awesome thing about this figure is he has like drop down legs, and I'll show you that here in the articulation, but overall I'm happy, completely stoked. Let's throw Iron Man in a few more poses and see what else this guy's got. And here's Iron Man with his extra hands and second head sculpt. You can see the proton blasters here. See the pieces that pop back on his hand. It looks really, really cool and very, very much like the movie. Those hinges don't articulate, so he's going to be still just like that. It would have been nice to have the little blasters to go in there. If you had a little drill, maybe you can pop a hole, but I'm definitely not going down that route. Let's throw him in a couple more poses. Here's a look at Iron Man on Hasbro's flight stand, looking like he's coming down for a landing. Looks super, super cool. So any way you cut it, this guy is awesome. Let's try another pose. Let's take a look at Iron Man with a few of his accessories. You can see this one here is a bullet on his arm. Looks pretty cool. And we have the Tony Stark head sculpt on. Let me show you a close-up of these bullets. You can see they're nice and rubbery here, so you don't have to worry about those breaking. And then they pop off and just slot right in, and you can see the amount of detail that they put inside there is really cool. Now this is the piece that goes on as a cover, and you can see that's highly detailed also, so they really did do a great job on this. And it matches the opposite arm that you can see right there. So when you're not using it, you can just pop it on and just try your hardest not to lose that. This right here is like some sort of shield, but that also pops in. Or maybe a rotary gun or something like that. It would have been nice if there was more places that opened up on his legs and stuff, but for the price I can understand. I'm absolutely over the moon with what I got. I've been waiting to get some Iron Mans for a while. Guess you can put it that way and it works as like a shield. You can spin it the other way. See how it looks that way is better. But more is always better, right? Looks super cool. And I really like these rubber pieces up on his shoulder because they slide around kind of like Anakin Skywalker on the Black Series, how the shoulder pads rotate. So you don't have to worry about those breaking or tearing. As for Robert Downey Jr.'s head sculpt in here, it just looks excellent. You can definitely see him in there. It's not quite as stand out as this head mold, but yeah, they're both great, aren't they? Excellent figures, man. I don't think I'll need any more Iron Man after this. But we'll see how it goes. You know how you collectors are out there. There is the little bit of marbling on the torso there that you can see. And when you twist them, it has like a, it gets really stuck in there in some parts. Pretty flexible in this suit. The detailing on him just looks fantastic. You can see all the screws in his chest. The mold just looks fantastic. This is the Iron Man that I have been waiting for. Absolutely love the design. The back of the legs look great, and the boots look fantastic too. Down to the little screws in the boots look awesome. Highly recommend this one, that's for sure. This Iron Man head looks up to about that high, looks down to about right there. There is plenty of emotion in that head. That's how he looks without his head on. And again, you can see the black wires coming out of there. Looks super cool. And here he is with the Mark III helmet. Looks up about that high. And he looks down really well also. Again, lots of emotion in there. Love all the different paints in that helmet. Isn't it cool? Black, white, gold, and red. Iron Man's arms pop up to about that high. And it's just on a hinge in there with rotation. Really not much movement side to side. There is a nice swivel cut. And then these plastic bits rotate also. This side doesn't want to pop up much more, but this side pops up to about right there, which looks fantastic. A slight hinge in the wrist there, and they do rotate. Again, the other hands don't have any rotation at all. And it would have been nice if he could have put the little blast effect inside of his hand. But nope, that's nice and firm in there. He does have a lot of range in the mid-torso there. You can see he goes back and forth and crunches pretty decent too. I thought this piece would move right here, but it doesn't look like it does. It's just for design there. There's a slight movement, but not too much, and it is actually softer plastic than the rest. He does have the leg drop down feature. See how it pops down like that, which makes it a lot easier for him to get in that victory pose. You can see he does have a nice swivel in there, and you can see the detail inside the leg looks just great. He's got a fantastic double jointed knee. I know the Fwoosh would like that one. Hinge on the foot is pretty hindered there, but it is a softer plastic in the back, so you can't bend it as much as you want it. Almost, the detail looks so good, it looks like his toes would tilt, but no, they don't. There's barely any rocker in there. But overall, I love this figure. Let's stand him up next to a couple others for size comparison, and we'll see how he looks. Here is Iron Man next to Bucky from the Disney Plus series. And here is, we'll put Yelena in there too. So yeah, he's definitely a big figure. And of course, I want to show off my new Spider-Woman that I got. We can throw her in there. He's gonna scream shelf presence for sure. Thanks for checking out today's video. Check out one of the videos up on the screen. And until the next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.